Alright, on this tutorial we're going to teach you how to DD on a Duskblade. And DD means damage dealing or damage dealer, depending on how you use it. Okay, one of the first things you got to remember to do is you got to remember to have your blessing, you remember to have your charms, and always have the moon chant skill on, right? And moon chant is a really good skill. The reason why you see Duskblades doing this all the time is because it has a after you get to the stage and stuff, it has 25% chance to generate an extra spark. Alright, and so let's go ahead and recharge everything. Just to let you know, I am on a private server, so a lot of the damage you'll see on here is not indicative of what you'll see on your server. Okay, so first of all, I want to say you really have to learn your skills on a Duskblade. You have to learn what everyone does, what the timing is, and stuff like that. And so you definitely want to read through them all and learn them all. And then what I'll show you on how to do this. Okay, also on this server, genies, you can get them maxed out pretty easily and stuff, right? So I have 150 strength because of this skill right here, Tangling Mire. Tangling Mire reduces the movement speed by 15%, blah blah blah, but physical defense by 35%. Now the reduced speed, that counts in PvP, but what we're looking at here, since this is a PvE example, is we're looking at the bottom line. It says every 5 genie strength points reduces physical defense by additional 1%. Now because I have 150 strength, that equals 30% extra damage. So 30% on top of the 35% you see on the back there will equal 65% increase in damage. Okay, so that's huge. Now one thing I will point out is these dummies, they don't take to Tangling Mire. So on a regular boss, they will get debuffed by Tangling Mire, but this dummy won't. But I will just show you how to do the combo and everything, just so you know. And by the way, if you do this on your Duskblade, you will pull aggro all the time, like 99% of the time. The only thing that could keep aggro from you would be another Duskblade doing the exact same combo. All right. So what you want to do, this is if you looked at my macro skills, there's a video I have that shows you how to do Duskblade macros. Now and that's what you'll see here is what I'll be using. It's basically my number 3 macro, right? I'll show you real quick. Here's my number 2 macro. Alright, that's good for jumping around, killing mobs, blah blah blah. The number 3, that's good for general tanking, anything that's harder than like a 1 or 2 kill mob. You want to use this one. And let me see, what else do I want to tell you before we get started? Oh, and on the original macro guide, I had my skills set up totally different than they are now. This is the actual way I like it now. I don't know why I didn't change it back then. It's because I don't play on this server that much. That's probably why. Okay. So here we go. Quadrature. That's a big skill. It looks all confusing and stuff, but the main point that I want to show you is on the halfway through where it starts saying the second and third attack summons shadows that implode and reduces nearby targets physical defense by 100% and reduces their channeling speed by 200% for 6 seconds. Okay, that reduces physical defense by 100% for 6 seconds. That is huge. Okay, that skill, you'll see it's like Blade Master's Heaven's Flame. It does that same type of debuff. And there's 3 tunes that I know of off the bat that has that. Okay, so the Blade Master, the Archer, and the Duskblade. The Archers reduces the physical defense by 25%, but lasts, I do believe, 30 seconds. The Blade Masters reduces it by a bigger percentage. I can't remember off the back of my head, but maybe like 50%. But reduces it for a shorter amount of time, 20 seconds, I think, or something. But this one reduces it by 100%, but only lasts 6 seconds. So you have to get one, or you can maybe get 2 skills off during that 6 seconds, right? And so you have to make those skills count. Well, one of your biggest skills that you can do to do a lot of damage is not this one here, but what comes after this one. So if you have the boss or mob or whatever targeted, you do the reflection of the moon. It copies the skill, but if it's another player, it'll copy one of their skills. All right, and I'll have to do a whole another video on that one. But for any type of mob or boss or something like that, it right here. Unleash your lunar rage against your foe, dealing base physical damage plus 3,799. Deals triple damage on non-player targets. Costs 30G. Now you also got to point out that when you do this skill, it gives you like a full spark, like 100G. So you'll always have enough to do this afterwards, almost. All right. But this, when you do this skill, look at that. That was almost 3.5 mil, right? And now, just in comparison, my regular attacks are 750,000 to 1.5 mil. But I think that 3.5 mil wasn't double crit. Your sword does a crit, and then you have a chance to crit, so you can double crit. So I think that one would also would be able to be a 7 million hit, right? So, which is important because you want to do that at the end of this, okay? So, like I said, I keep these skills in the order for a reason, right? So there is a method to my madness. Now, I don't do this skill reperform at first. I'll show you why. That has a time limit of only 32 seconds as a sage, right? And so I will hit all these first, and then I will put on the reperform, and then I'll do my number 4 macro, which is that. And that, when it goes back and forth, is straight up brutal. Okay, so remember, this dummy has 1 billion, well, you know, a little bit shy of 1 billion hit points. All right, so let me show you how it's done. I'll do it super fast, but you understand, and I'll throw in the Tangenmeier too. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it, and you'll see. Go ahead and spark, reflection, saber speed, distant cloud, quadrature. Oh man, this is hidden. Now, see that? Right there. There you go. There you go. What was that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, because all that together, I did 19 million hit points damage from that skill because of the quadrature. Alright, and then after that's done, you hit reperform and then number 4 macro. There you go. So that back together, it's hitting 1.2 to 1.3 million each time it hits, and it hits really fast, 1 second per hit. So that does a lot of damage. I mean, look. Oh, and it builds chi super fast, so you keep chiing. Tangenmeier, extreme poison, which, like I said, they don't register. At least Tangenmeier doesn't register on here. But if you look, just in that short amount of time, I've already took it down 100 million hit points off this. All right. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna let quadrature cool down, and I'll see you guys back when it does, and I'll show you how it's done in just full fast one-time motion. All right, we're back and everything's on cooldown. I will show you how to do this in real time, and I'm not going to be talking too much. I just want to mention one thing. Make sure to keep in mind my SOS technique, which is stay on spark, meaning you want to be in spark as much as you can because that increases your damage. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. remember, that's the strength buff right there. You want to keep that on. That's your stay on spark right there. Your spark is giving that. Okay, now that he's back into normal form, out of Reaper form, go back to macro number 3, because you cannot use macro number 4 in regular form. Spark again, get that buff up. Go ahead and hit it. And we've got these on cooldown, so they're about ready to go again. You could do it now, but I want to wait until I spark. Get your spark built back up real fast. I don't have any cheap pots on here. Alright, so these are about to be cooled down. So I hit it one more time. Spark. Reflection. Distant Cloud. Tangling Mire. Extreme Poison. That one. Hit it. Alright, so you see how you can just keep it going. Spark again, go at it again. Number 4 macro, and that macro is just brutal on bosses. Alright, so I hope this helps you guys out. By the way, I was told by other people not to share this combo and stuff with everybody, so just be feel privileged that I'm actually sharing it, because now you are going to be OP. Stealing a lot of damage, so you better make sure that you can tank the bosses, because you're going to be the tank. And if you ever get in trouble and stuff, just remember Night Howler will also reduce your damage by 20%, the damage that you take home by 20% for 10 seconds. And then if you're still in the trouble, just hit that. Once you hit Umbral Stalker, nothing can hit you, nothing can target you, and you're gonna hit your charm and you refill and you're fine. Alright? So let me know in the comment sections whether or not this helped you out, or if you've got other suggestions, other combos. Let me know what you guys think, and if you try it out, let me know if you guys are kicking ass. Alright? So we'll see you back in the game.